down here in the front. First of all, I want to thank you for doing all your media obligations and taking time to speak to us each day. In June, you were on Piers Morgan, and you said that you weren't 100% sure at that time that you would beat Canelo. You were 70% sure. How sure are you today that you win this fight?
I'm 1,000% sure now. You know, you gotta think. You know, going into a fight, you don't know what's gonna happen. You know, you can get injuries. He can get injuries. Like, there's so many things that goes on in a boxing match. You know, the judges, the ref, like just everything, preparation. So you're not 100% sure. If a fighter say, "Oh, I'm 1,000% sure," you know, they lying. You know, because you got to go out there and perform at the end of the day. And I'm more than ready to go out there and perform this Saturday.
There's a lot been said about what's on the line Saturday night. You coming up 2 weight divisions, Canelo being the undisputed champion at 68. Is this a fight where you have nothing to lose? If you don't win, does that tarnish your legacy at all or take away from what you've done in the sport?
Not at all, not at all. You know, first and foremost, I'm definitely gonna win. I'm winning this fight for sure. But at the same time, I don't think losing tarnish me or Canelo's legacy. You know, I think Canelo's a first ballot Hall of Famer, you know, and I think that I'm a first ballot Hall of Famer. So, you know, whether win, lose, or draw, both of us going in the Hall of Fame, and I think that's the ultimate goal at the end of the day, you know, to be named with all the great fighters that came before us, to be inducted into the Hall of Fame for all that we've done in the sport of boxing.
And last one from me. When Canelo reacted to the picture that's gone viral of your physique, he said muscles don't matter. They don't mean anything.
At all.
And there's been some who look at the fight there's some that have been looking at the fight at 154 against Majumov and say that wasn't as impressive as a performance as you might have liked to have given. How do you feel at this weight, carrying that muscle, and what do you say about your performance at 154 pounds?
Listen, like I said before, we're not going to talk about the past. We're going to talk about the present and future. His last fight wasn't spectacular either. So, you know, one that's talking about my last performance, you know, let's talk about his last performance. So don't do that on me and say, "Oh, well, your last performance was this," and you know, we got to talk about his last performance as well.
Thank you.
Hey, Terence, how are you? Chava Rodriguez for ESPN on Council. You know, to be involved in these kind of events has a lot of rumors, and you already know that everybody or many people saying that, I don't know if the left one, the right one, or both, but somebody says that you have some kind of problem in any one of your shoulders. Can you just clarify what is your position about those rumors?
Yeah, my shoulder messed up, everyone. You know, so don't tell Canelo. You know, it may be the right, maybe the left, but it's both of them. I'm having problems with my shoulders. Shh, keep that under wraps.
And finally, everybody say that Canelo is going to be the favorite in the stadium with a lot of people supporting him. But what about Omaha? Do you feel many people from Omaha is coming to support you this weekend right here in the LA Stadium?
For sure. I'm most certain that a lot of people from Omaha will be in attendance in the crowd. Of course, it's going to be a pro Canelo crowd. It's Mexican Independence Day. You know, he's done great things and great numbers in Las Vegas. This is like a second home to him. So I'm looking forward to being the underdog. I'm already prepared for that. That's nothing that we're not prepared for. Anything that, you know, involves this fight, we already, you know, what's up. It's cool.
Hey, Terence, going back to Netflix for a second over here. How important is it that this magnitude of a fight is on that kind of platform to bring regular fans in, to bring maybe people who aren't huge boxing fans into the sport, being on this kind of platform? I mean, how important is that?
It's very important because if you look at, you know, boxing back in the days, boxing was like the #1 sport, you know, in U.S. before, you know, NBA and NFL took over. But the reason why was because it was on regular TV and more people can take notice of it. You know, when you was looking at all the mega fights back in the days, like Sugar Ray Leonard and them, they was fighting on regular TV. So it's great to be able to be on Netflix, and it's great to have those people that don't have cable to be able to witness a fight like this.
Hey, Terence, over here on your left. Terence, on your left. Hey, you've talked a lot about needing to see what Canelo throws at you. How are you approaching adjustments during this fight? How do you approach adjustments in any fight? Is it something you look at from the first round on?
No, it's just a feeling. You know, I'm a experienced fighter. I've been doing it since I was 7 years old. So, you know, once I get in there, you know, I'm gonna make my adjustments on the fly, and we're gonna go from there.
Hey, Terence, to your right. Thanks for doing this. You described the night you were shot in 2008 as a turning point in your life. What, if anything, still stays with you from that moment, and what does it mean to you today?
You said what?
You described that, can you hear me? You described that the night you got shot in 2008 as a turning point in your life and your career. I'm just wondering if anything stays with you today from that.
Not at all.